Hey, what is up, guys? I am here to give you my TNA Slammiversary 2014 predictions. Now, if you're wondering where I have been for the past couple days, I've been working with my uncle, and I usually get tired when I get home. So yeah, that's usually where I've been. And I have already watched the show. Well, I read the spoilers because I'm not going to be able to watch it at my dad's house because he doesn't have a DVR. And YouTube's kind of sucked when it comes to relying on wrestling. And another reason is, what's the point? Everything's just so thrown together. I really don't feel like I need to watch the next show. To be honest with you, I was looking at the matches. Every match is thrown together. It feels like it's just random ass. All the feuds are random. Everything. It's just so random. I'm going to just start off. Angelina Love defending the Knockouts Championship against Gail Kim. That, I guess, is like the one that's not random. It makes sense. She thinks... Gail Kim says that she's built the division, and she feels like Angelina Love's throwing it down the garbage, down the trash, and she wants to hold the... She wants to save the Knockouts division. And Gail Kim and Angelina Love are both good workers. They're both good wrestlers. I really like them, so I think they could hold a good match. I see Angelina Love retaining the championship, though, by interference from Velvet Sky. She just kind of won the belt, so I think they should build her up and have somebody beat her off. But the only problem is, who can? I think the only knockouts are Gail Kim, Velvet Sky, but she's with Angelina Love. But speaking of which, why would Velvet Sky want to join up with Angelina Love and the Beautiful People? It feels like any time that they kind of work together, Velvet Sky kind of gets the shit end because she's always the one that ends up losing matches and stuff. So I don't really get that. Anyhow, you have Angelina Love though, Madison Rayne, Brittany, but I think she's becoming a heel. That's it, I think. That's all I've seen. I don't know who else could be on the Knockouts division. So, yeah, I'm going to say, though, that Angelina Love retains the Knockouts Championship. Next match. Now, this is a weird match. Why is this on the show? I don't know. I'm getting this off Wikipedia, so I don't know if the person that put this on here, it's just put it on, it's Ron, but it says the Von Erichs, and that's Marshall and Ross, with Kevin Von Erich, and we don't really know who they're facing yet. So, I don't know if this is just a troll, if they're putting this on there as a joke. I'm not sure. I didn't even know any of the Von Erichs were still alive. I thought they were all dead. I knew some of them were alive, but I thought there was some that can't really wrestle no more. We'll just pick them. I see them wrestling like the Bromans, which is Jesse Goddard and Robbie E. Some like joke tag team, and the Von Erichs will end up winning or something. It's gonna be, I guess, a good legend appearance. It's the first time I get to see the Von Erichs. I think I see Kevin Von Erich though wrestle Ric Flair once on WCCW. It was one, so I've seen a Von Erich wrestle before. And then we have Austin Aries versus Kenny King. Obviously, this ties into like the feud he's kind of having with MVP. A bunch of guys right now are feuding with MVP's guys, like Bully Ray. He's kind of feuding with MVP a bit. Obviously, Eric Young, Samoa Joe, and the Wolves, which is Eddie Edwards and Davey Richards. So I think that's why they are all in this feud. That's why this match is happening. I see Austin Aries winning. I think that they should take up the loss. I wouldn't be shocked if Kenny King won, though, by interference from MVP and Lashley, but I think they're going to take a loss, though. And I think Kenny King is the guy that's going to take the loss out of the one-on-one matches. Yeah, Willow and Abyss versus Magnus and Bram. The whole Magnus and Bram thing kind of feels thrown together to me. Bram is trying to bring this inner monster out of Magnus. I think that's cool, I guess. But having Willow in it feels thrown together. And Abyss, they have a history, I guess, since Magnus and Abyss had a thing. But Abyss worked for Magnus, and then Magnus fired him. So I guess but we haven't seen Abyss. They haven't been building that at all. It's just feels like it's just random. This whole match is random. I see Willow and Abyss winning though. I don't really see Magnus and Abyss Blam beating them. I see Magnus taking the pin. So yeah, and this just really random though. Samoa Joe versus Bobby Lashley. I know Samoa Joe just recently returned, but I think Bobby Lashley's gonna get the win here, and even up the score, I guess, from 1-1 or something. I just don't really see Samoa Joe beating Bobby Lashley. And then we have this is a random match, but it's gonna be a good match. Sonata defending the X Division Championship against Manic, Tigre, I forget how to say it, Crazy Steve, Eddie Edwards, and Davey Richards. I would take, personal opinion, I kind of wish they had taken Crazy Steve, and it's a ladder match, by the way, for the X Division Championship. I kind of wish they had taken Crazy Steve out and put Zema Ion in. They can really, that's just a gold match. But this should be an amazing match. Sonata and Tigre Uno have had amazing matches. The Wolves are in there. Sonata's in there. Manic's in there. I can't go against Manic though. He's like one of my favorite guys in TNA, and I want Manic to win the X Division Championship. I like him, and I've always liked him. I liked him better though when his name was Suicide and he was Mysterious. But I really like Manic. He's like the way Sin Cara should be in the WWE. So I want Manic to win the X Division Championship. But I would. Well, actually, wait. How many guys can I pick? Because usually I have like a thing. We can pick two guys. I pick Manic or Sonata. I think Sonata will keep it. So that's about it. Next match is Bully Ray versus Ethan Carter III in a Texas Death Match. Have no idea what the fuck that is. But I honestly don't know what they... I'm just going to look it up real quick. Hold on. Doesn't really say what it is. I'll just say, this is random too though. This is one that, he wants to get his hands on Dixie Carter though. Reminds me of the CM Punk Paul Heyman feud when they kept shoving that down our throats. But they haven't been building that up either because he's been going after MVP, so it's like, what the fuck? I'm gonna say Bully Ray wins. Why the fuck not? No, actually, wait. I'm gonna say Ethan Carter wins because he has this undefeated streak going. He's never lost a singles match, so I think they're gonna keep that going until Kurt Angle possibly comes back. Says Kurt Angle, go to the WWE, kid. And then we have the last match, the main event. Eric Young defending the World Heavyweight Championship against MVP, and it's going to be a steel cage match now, but which means no interference. But if you've seen the John Cena Bray Wyatt cage match, you know that's not true. And if you've seen any cage match, you know that's not true. MVP is going to win from interference. He's going to become the new champion, and he's going to continue to run roughshod over the company. I know MVP's been laying him out, but I just don't see him losing this match. I think he's going to win. So I'm going to repeat my predictions. Now they changed it to TBA, but I know it's yeah, I know it's though, but I know it's Angelina Love is going to retain the Knockouts Championship against Gail Kim. Either Manic or Sonata is going to walk out of Slammiversary as the X Division champion. Austin Aries is going to beat Kenny Kidd. Oh, I forgot to give it my prediction. James Storm and Mr. Anderson. I see Mr. Anderson winning. No, I see James Storm winning. He has more to benefit from it. That's a random feud too. So James Storm's going to beat Mr. Anderson. Now it says Willow versus Magnus. I'm going to get both. If it's Willow versus Magnus, Willow's going to win. If it's Willow and Abyss versus Magnus and Blam, it's going to be the same. Either way, Willow's walking out with a victory. Bobby Lashley's going to beat Samoa Joe. The Von Erichs are going to walk out with the win. Bully Ray is going to lose to Ethan Carter III. and MVP is going to become the new World Heavyweight Champion. I honestly don't care if I watch this pay-per-view. I don't give a shit. I might watch it. You're going to get some good matches out of it. But this is Slammiversary, the biggest motherfucking pay-per-view of the year. It's one of the biggest pay-per-views. You had a ton of time to balance out your pay-per-views. 4 pay-per-views a year, and it still feels like that, just like any other pay-per-view. You have something that WWE doesn't have. You have a chance to really build up your pay-per-views, make them mean something. But right now, they don't mean jack shit.